I'm going to pay 4 people on Fiverr to design me an app. In the last Fiverr video, Fiverr challenged me to have 5 designers on Fiverr design from the same brief. So make a logo from the same brief. And that was Mindscape. That video went down like a treat and you guys loved it. And we had a winning logo in there. You all loved it and it was this one. But to make this more interesting, I don't want to have this logo go to waste. So I've been thinking, why don't we try and make Mindscape into a real app only using Fiverr? So if I need someone to design me an app, I kind of know what I need. So I need a UX and UI designer. I also need a developer, someone who can put the app onto the App Store and code it all. I need someone who can do music because this is a meditation app. And I'll probably chuck in another UX designer in there as well. So let's go and check and see what we get. Okay, so UX Torch, you look like a good one. You're pro verified. I will design a UI of your mobile application. So we need someone who can design a good UI. And this looks pretty good to me. 6-day delivery, commercial use. Pretty good. We can do this. Let's do it. I don't want to put all my trust into one UI design, but I want to go ahead and have another UI designer for this project. So I'm thinking we'll go with Rockbait, who's a top rated seller on Fiverr. He's from Sri Lanka. He's been on this platform for 5 years and the last delivery was 1 day ago. So I pretty much trust him. So let's do this one, mobile apps. I will create a unique mobile app UI and UX design. They look pretty nice. Some of these UI designs are pretty good and I want my app to look like this. And I'm not too sure if we can do it, but let's see what happens. So 5 stunning screen designs. That's what we're going to get. Plus 5 revisions, plus asset guilds. I don't know what that means. Okay, I think I'm going to go for him. Let's do it. So I also need a composer, someone who can make me some music for this that I can use legally within the app. So let's see what we've got. Silviobrioschi, music is my professional hobby. He's got 235 reviews, 5 stars. That's pretty good. Last delivery was an hour ago and he's from Italy. He's been on the platform for 3 years. Cool. And you do ambient meditation, relaxing music. £8.27. Okay, he's quite cheap as well. He's $10. So let's go for the premium $110 version here. Let's see what happens. Okay, so now that I've got the UX designers, I probably want someone who's new to this. I'm going to take a huge risk here. One of the biggest pieces of feedback that you gave me on the last Fiverr video was that everyone that I went to was experienced and not new to Fiverr. They've been there for years. Well, let's take a leap of faith. I found this guy here called Optional, who is new. He's been a member since September this month, which is where I'm recording it now. It is September 24th. And he's a developer. Let's look at his gig. So he's got some good looking development here. Let's see what he does though. I have created more than 20 apps and we'll create you one. So let me know if you want an app. Okay, so we're gonna have to go with Optional. I've got high hopes because it seems like he was made just for me. He is new to this. So let's see by going with the standard $300 if it'll work. He's $300. He's a new guy on Fiverr. But he's an app developer who will develop my app and get it onto the App Store. Let's see how this goes. As well as purchasing all of these, I've gone ahead and also written down the brief that I've given to each of these as well. You can see it here. It's very easy to look at. So I have to wait probably a few days before I get any replies back of any work. And what I'll do, as soon as I get a reply back from some of them, I'll go ahead and I'll show you. But then not only that, we'll need to compare the UX design, see what the best experience of the app is, see if they'll let me see it and sort of visualize it on my phone. It'll be really interesting to see what they do. I'll see you in a few days. Believe it or not, it's been about a week, probably a bit over a week. I've given these guys quite a bit of time and I wanted to make sure the guys that I actually ordered brought them all at the kind of the same time. So I had everyone that I wanted to see. One thing that I should have known beforehand is that I can't expect the developer to do anything until they've got the wireframes and until they've got the actual UI and UX design. So today I'm going to look through what the guys over at Fiverr sent in the music for the UX design, and we're going to sort of compare both of the UX designs and I'm going to choose the one that I like the best. But both of these guys are getting paid paid for it. I'm just choosing which one I want to proceed with in the app. Okay, UX Torch, you have been messaging me like crazy. Hi Will, hope you're doing great. I just ended up finalizing the app. Fingers crossed, I believe in you. I made a small demo video to present my thought process and the idea behind the design, which you can see here. Oh, and you've given us a prototype link as well, which is going to be really cool to see. So, okay, so I'm going to check out this video, listen to what you say. I'm going to pick out the best bits for the video that I'm doing here, and we're going to basically jump right in.
So I wanted to present the application, what the design that I have done so far. First of all, I want to say that it was true.
Can I just say the logo on there looks really cool in the background of the sort of water drop. I absolutely love that. You've made the splash screen so clean and minimal, which is really nice, and that logo is taken from the last video, which I'm really happy with.
Carrying on the feel of the branding that you provided, I started off simply like the minimalistic logo you have. I imagined it as a ripple effect tapping into,
Ripple effect, that's what we want. Now this is really cool. I think everyone's gonna like this. So you can see the Mindscape logo is still there at the top there, but that UI design there, I really like it, how when you first go into the app, you can see if you're relaxed, anxious or nervous. So I was going to check out the whole video, but then I decided to stop because he was showing some amazingly cool things. It was really nice to have that communication with him. But here we've got a prototype of what the app could be. So it's looking at the screen, seeing how they could look in the app and how they could be coded. So this is like a prototype with Figma. Hi Will, what mood are you in? I'm going to say I'm a bit nervous right now. Oh, it's got to say anxious. That's fine. Oh, that is really nice UI. I really like that. You've taken the color choice and also all of the things that I wanted. I wanted an app where you can listen to a lot of stuff just to relax after a hard day of working in design. I wanted an app that would help me relax, and apps that I've used in the past, but also having the ability to control whether there was like water or leaves or whatever the sort of naturistic sounds that you wanted in the app. I wanted to control what you were listening to. So I like the idea of all this down here. I want to see the next one, which is up here. Select your mood. Okay, let's say anxious. Tracks that will fit your mood. So a calm down, that's really nice. Having a track that will help you calm down and just chill out, be where you need to be. I like that. The composition of this is really good. I like the color choice. It fits within the branding colors and everything else. I think the only thing I would suggest is I need more contrast down here with these. I don't know how you would do it, but I would like slightly more contrast in the circular buttons down here, although they are very well composed all the way throughout. It's very simplistic, not hard to understand what's going on. I like the splash art covers here. Really nice stuff. Let's carry on. If you listen to music, we've got music down here where you can listen to all the sounds, snowfall, everything else. This is really nice. You've got your profile up there at the top. I really like it. At the minute, this app is looking really professional, but what I'm scared about, the profile picture, having an account. This app was meant to be a bit simpler than that, but I love the fact that he's actually gone above and beyond by adding the profile picture, making sure you can track what mood you're in. I like that sort of stuff. It's great for mental health to track what moods you're in. It's like kind of like journaling. I really love it. So this is the playlist, and you've got, again, really nice UI. It is very blue, but that's not a bad thing for like this sort of color scheme here. You've chosen colors in your presentation that really complement this dark blue. Ooh, that looks really nice as well. You've gone all out on this. This is a very simplistic music player, but I like it as well. You've got a lot of depth in there. It's very simple. One thing I would like, which I probably won't ask you to do because it's just a design critique for UX, is you see this playhead here. It would be cool to have some accent colors of the pink that we had last time. Those pink colors work really well. You can see it here on these lotus leaves down there, and those work really well for a button or somewhere where the app would suggest for you to click if you need to very easily. Where we go now, we're going to click down here. How are you feeling? So this again is what I wanted. You've got Lorem Ipsum. I love the fact that you can write down what's happened today. It's very much like other apps that you see on the App Store, but I like how you've done your research into what these apps should be like and how you can do it. Using these sort of emojis up here to illustrate your happiness, sadness, anxiousness, all really cool. Even little things like up here, like now playing, that is really nice to see as well. We're clicking down here. You've gone and given us like 14 screens, which I'm really happy with. This one here is really interesting because something that I think think I'm missing from apps like this in the meditation space is encouraging posts or encouraging quotes that you can find that can help you when you're feeling anxious, feeling happy, feeling sad, or if you just want to wind down. So these like little nuggets of quotes on here is something that you've put in there for me, and I really like it. The typography, I'd keep it consistent. I know what you're trying to do there, but I would keep it consistent all the way throughout. I won't judge it. I'm going to carry on. Dream small, start big. I like that. Picture from Unsplash. So it would have Unsplash API where it can take the images in there. Wow. So there's the first one. This is going to be a hard comparison with the second guy. So Rocket Bat is the second UX designer that we hired on this project, which is really fun. He was $350. Let's see what he's given us. Okay, so this is the PDF. It's got the Fiverr watermarking on it, which is pretty normal. I like the idea of the stars being in the background of Mindscape. Stuff like that really makes sense. The color choices and everything else, the openness, the scape. And over here, I like your simplicity. A lot of people may say that this is uber simple, but I like it. He hasn't got anything faffy here. You can see with the background here on the phone, although there's no mock-up of the phone, he's given me an example, and you can see little stars. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but I can see stars in the back there. And I really love the placement because this is really for creators, for designers, so people really like the simplistic view, and I like simplistic design. The playhead and everything, yeah, very simple, very basic. It might be cool to see something else at the top here, which allows you to do more inside of the app. It'd be nice to have a place on the playhead where we could like mark a section of what we're listening to that we really like. That's just me. I think that would be useful for a lot of people who do meditation. Let's look at your other piece of work. Okay, so we've got the screens here. I'm not too sure if I can actually see what you've got here. I want to check out all the files, but you've given me all of the source files, which is really nice of you. Thank you very much. You've even got the project details. You've given so much information. I didn't think you would, but you did. Super simple, explaining it to me as you go along in this PDF. You've spent a lot of time doing this, and I really like it. So what I'm interested in is the meditation page. This is the meditation page. On top, user have the page title and a small inspirational description relevant to the page. Yeah, so that's good. So you've like numbered every single part of the UI and you're explaining it to me. So we might not have like a prototype of this, but you have really shown me what each part does, what you can do with it. So far, this has been really nice and professional, giving me either a video or a PDF where you've written things down where I can like refer things back to. So for instance, down here, number 1, it will tell me exactly what I need to know about that certain part. And I can make different ideations to this, saying things like, I don't like the way that this sort of play tracker bit down here is so thick, make it thinner. I could tell them to do that. So it's really good to have this sort of place here. And a journal, that's really good as well. Now the inspiration page is the big part because this is something that a lot of people don't do. There's not many apps, I don't think, that actually do this. I think we are the only one to think about it right now. But this is a place where you can leave inspirational quotes for yourself or get inspirational quotes from around the internet, or even in the future, hook it up to a place where people can share it and it will turn into like a social feed. And I really like the way that this looks down here. You've got 1. So like previous screens, user can see the page and title, which is really important. Keep everything simple. Number 2, the card view where we can show inspirational quotes and relevant message. User can scroll up to see more quotes. The only thing I would have liked to have seen is these to be in more high resolution, but I understand that they probably can't because in case I steal them or just use them without paying you. So that's really good. So far, that was a really good presentation. It was quite formal. It wasn't as informal as the first one, but you know, I like them both. Both of them have the ups, both of them have the downs, positives and negatives. I like them both. Now I've got the hard decision of working out which UX designer I should be using for the app, because they were both pretty good and I liked both of them. Both of them had things that I wanted to change just ever so slightly, but overall really well done, really professional, exceeded my expectations. But before I choose the UX designer, we've got another order delivered, and this is the music order. So this is from silviobrioschi. I think I'm saying that right. I'm so sorry if I'm not. You were $110 and you will create ambient meditation relaxing music. So let's take a look at this and see what it sounds like. I like that. It's an hour long as well. Let's skip a bit. Oh, so it like changes as we go along. If that doesn't say Mindscape, I don't know what will. It sounds so airy, breathable, relaxing, open, and it changes as we go along. So we could actually cut these down into different segments, I guess. Ooh, bit ominous that. Kind of like it. I gotta give it to you. This is actually really good. For $110 to use this with an app as well. It's pretty insane. Done a really good job here. So there is the music that we were given. Incredible stuff. I didn't even think it would be that full of sound. You would think it would probably be less professional, but it really wasn't. It was exactly what I wanted really for a meditative app, and all I had to do was type it in on Fiverr to get that. I'm gonna rate my experience very satisfied. Now that I've got the music, I've got the 2 UX designs, we need to choose one of the UX designs to give to the developer so we can start developing this app into something real. He's also helped me, this developer, understand that I need to go ahead and make myself an Apple developer account. He's going to walk me through it all, which is really handy and nice of him. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I'm hoping it'll turn out good. So over 5 minutes of just listening to that music and just chilling out and thinking, I'm going to have to make a decision on which UX design I have to give to the developer. And it's got to be the second one. The first one is really nice, really sleek, got really nice depth and design to it. And this is a really hard decision to make. I'm going to regret either decision I make here. I'm going to lose either way, but kind of win either way here as well. The second one though was very simplistic, and that's what I'm looking for within an app. I'm not looking for something with high textures, which this first one did, which isn't a bad thing. It's just I'm looking for something a lot more simplistic with less things you can do. Just I want an app, kind of like a very simple Swiss Army knife, an app that does what I've said it does without more of the buttons and bells and whistles. So I'm going for the second UX designer, and hopefully this time next week or in the next 2 weeks, the developer will get back to me with some of his first pieces of work. I don't even know how he does it. He's going to do some magic on this, and he's hopefully going to give us something to look at as well. And then when we do that, we're going to see whether we can actually create a fully functioning app just by using Fiverr and Fiverr alone. This is going to be fun. Yeah, let's just see how they go. Let's start the clock for 1 week. Today we received the Mindscape app. And I'm not talking about a prototype. I'm talking about the app that we wanted that's on my phone. We've got the test flight of it. So over a couple of weeks after we received the UX designs and sent them to the developer, the actual developer went ahead and created the app. And it's very bare bones at the minute, but it is there. It is here, and it is better than I ever could have imagined. It was such a strange experience picking up the phone and just using the Mindscape app and seeing all of the sounds. That's pretty unreal. So some of the main features of this app have not been done anywhere on another app, and today it is available to download for free off your app store. You will recognize the logo, I'm sure. Now, just a little walkthrough of what the developer did for us. Not only do we have the app with the music on there, but we're going to be updating it with some actual meditations for you and different pieces of content on there. These are all designed to help you relax and unwind. It has been a crazy experience. Now, the best feature of this app is not only can you have the music playing, but if you press this plus button on the side, you can add different sounds. I can't remember how many exactly different sounds, but there must be 20 different sounds that you can add on top and mix them together. So for instance, if I wanted to play this song Chill, which is going on right now, I can go ahead and add Cold Wind. And then I can go and mix these two together to get the desired amount of sound that I want through it. So I can really customize my whole experience. Now remember, I did nothing for this. I only hired people on Fiverr to do this for me, and they have done it. And now it is available for you to download. Another crazy thing that I love is the journal. You can write out your thoughts in this journal, and it will ask you for your sort of mood down at the bottom right here, which was something that was huge for me. I know other apps do this, but this is just a really nice feature. And then you can also add the title for your day or your journal, and write the story about why you feel the way you do. And this is a great way of journaling. For me, mental health is a huge part of owning a business, doing YouTube and everything else. It's a huge part of my life, journaling, writing my thoughts down and tracking my moods. And not only that, but we have an inspiration page as well. Now this page allows you just to get some inspiring quotes, some images to help you relax and feel better and more positive about yourself. Again, there is music on there that you can use and you can go ahead and stream it to your heart's content. And we will be updating the app as it goes along because I'm really passionate about this and I am super stoked that we're able to get an app from people on Fiverr. That is insane. If you would like to download this app, which is completely free, to see the work of the people on Fiverr, you can do. Click the links down below. But not only that, if you would like to commission any of the guys that have worked with me on this video, from the composer to the UX designers, to the developers, to the logo designers that I've worked with, then they're all linked down below as well in the description. I'm super stoked for this. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, make sure to share the video. Share it with all your friends. Fiverr is truly a place where you can find some gems of talent in there, and I would highly encourage you to use it. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Goodbye.